Just to warm up. Mostly the shoulders, a little bit of the back, a little bit of the legs as well, but mostly the shoulders are going to be warming up. And you don't need super heavy weights. Actually, the heaviest weight you're probably going to use today is going to be for like a low row. So when you're bent over and you row up, so that's even something that if you have like a duffel bag or a backpack, you could toss a bunch of stuff in there, and you could also do a low row like that. So that's probably the heaviest of your exercises today. You have like a bicep hammer curl. Um, so maybe up to like 25, maybe around there, 15 to 25. You could go heavier if obviously if you can lift heavier too, but it's just a general range.
Uh, Coach, are we gonna be doing anything like wise or something? Like where we need a second set?
Would you say any flies?
Like wise, like Y raises or like lateral raises or something?
Yeah, we'll have some lateral raises in there. There's some Y raise just in the warm up, just with body weight though. Otherwise, there's some lateral raise in one of the later blocks.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. So we'll get started, and I'll just take you guys through a quick warm up, and we'll start just like usual for your upper body. We'll just go some forward arm circles. So palms facing down here. Just going forward with your arms, just making circles. And try to keep your shoulder engaged. So you're not doing it loose. Try to keep your shoulder always in control of your arm. And then just make them slightly bigger as you go. And so you're losing a little bit of control, but you're swinging them at the end. And then we'll go backwards. So again, palms facing up for when you go backwards. And then start small and get slightly bigger as you go until you're kind of swinging the arms. And then come across. So we'll just go over unders with your arms. So alternating size, and you can kind of tell from where you are, but I'm really opening up my chest. So my arms are going, so they're almost touching at the back. And then cross up at the front as far as you can go. And we'll just go over, actually you can stay in a standing position for this one as well. It's just an overhead reach, so go a little bit wider and then reach overhead as far as you can go and then come back. And reach overhead and come back. So just keep going on the same side and I'll let you know when to switch. This one you're really just trying to stretch out the lat. So you guys can switch now, switch over. We'll go back to the other side one more time. So just getting as much of a stretch, kind of down the lats into obliques a little bit. And then switch sides again. Just go back to the other side. Try to reach a little further this time. And just once more, just switch over to the other side. And then this last reach there. And now we'll go into the Y raise and kind of like a reverse fly movement. I'll show you what it looks like. So the Y raise, just like how usual, you would bend the knees, kind of bring your chest down towards the floor, and then you would make a Y with your arms. So again, this is just part of the warm-up, so you could stay with body weight here. And I'll try to show you the angle of my back. I'm bent over as much as you can. If you want, you can also go into kind of like a lunge position, like your legs are staggered. Might be a little bit easier. You could alternate sides as well. And then just pinch the shoulder blades back as much as you can. And then the next move, what you're going to do, we're going to hold that same position where you're going to be bent over, but you're going to make basically I guess a T with your arms. And then what you're going to do is you're going to let the hands go down, rotate back up. So just going back and forth, just like that, and you're just rotating your shoulder in this movement, just taking it through a little bit more range of motion, and then we'll get ready to start your first block. And you can just shake out the arms a bit before we start, and I'll do a quick little demo of what these exercises are going to look like. So first one, you got your side-to-side push-up, and I think it's 20 seconds each. Yeah, so 20 seconds each, you got 3 exercises. Side-to-side push-up, basically the only difference is that you're going to try, you actually have 2 options. You can try to go push-up on one side, so you're mostly using the one arm, so you're going push-up to push-up, or what you can do is you can step your hands and then push-up, and then step your hands back across, and then do your push-ups. You try, the harder one is going side to side like that. Easier one is step push-up and then step push-up. And then your dead bug, the way that this one works, you're gonna lie flat on the ground, arms overhead, legs straight, and then alternate legs. So just going back and forth, just like that. And again, alternate, so I have my left arm overhead, my right leg is extended, and then go back and forth.
Nico, get rid of that ball.
Just like
Get rid of that ball.
And then the last one, oh yeah, sorry. So triceps, I have it just listed as triceps because if you want to do a tricep dips, you can grab a bench, do tricep dips, or if you have weights, you can just go overhead tricep extension. So it's going all the way overhead and then bend and press up. So those are your 3 exercises. You got side-to-side push-up, dead bug, and triceps, so tricep dip or tricep extension. So does anyone have any questions for round 1 or block 1? And if not, we'll get ready to get started. So side to side on that push-up. If you need to, you can just do regular push-ups as well. We're going to start it up in 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds. And remember, you're going to get a lot more work out of that one arm. Even if you just slightly go to that one side, it's pretty challenging. You're going to get more strength on either side. In 2 and 1. So flip around and then go into dead bug. So arms extend, opposite leg. You can do it a bit slower as well. Try to stay in control the whole time. And we'll get ready to go right into your triceps. 2 and 1. Hit the triceps. Oh, sorry, there's one more exercise. I'll show you what it is though. So again, tricep extension, or you can go right into your dips. And then your last one is a plank reach. So I'll try to show you really quick before we go into it. You got 5 seconds. 3, 2, and then plank reach. So drop down in a high plank. So you're on your hands and then you reach forward. Reach forward. Just keep alternating. Just like that. Remember, it's just quick transitions between the exercises here and quick rounds. So you're still kind of going off of your warm-up, getting the blood flowing. And recovery, so 20 seconds. So you know those, if you're using weights for your tricep extension, try to have them ready to go. So have them set beside you or just be near your bench. So second round in 2 and 1. Side push-up. Try to get right back into it. Lean to one side with each one. And we'll get ready to flip around. You got 7 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Drop down, flip to the other side, and then go slowly with the dead bug. There's actually there's a video of Gordon Hayward doing the dead bug, and I should show it to you guys after, because and I'm guessing you guys all know Gordon Hayward, but he can't do it. And 2 and 1. Biceps. So go into your dips or overhead extension. Try to get a few reps in here at least. maybe 10 reps or so during that time. And then we'll drop down to your plank. So really quick transitions and drop down. Plank, reach forward, alternate arms. Under 10 seconds. Just keep that core tight. 3, 2, and recover. So one more round here. And again, it's just a quick round. You'll have a little bit more push-ups, a little bit more triceps and stuff later on. Just a quick round to kind of get the heart rate going, get some quick transitions between. So we'll go back to that side to side push-up. Last round, 20 seconds, go. Halfway, 10 to go, a few more push-ups. Should be your toughest exercise of the block starting out. In 2, 1, flip around, hit the dead bug. So try to keep slow reps here. Keep that core engaged. And get ready for your triceps. 2, 1, grab your weights. Get ready to go into your dip, hit the triceps. Remember, quick transitions, try to grab it right away. And 3, 2, and drop down, plank reach. Last 20 seconds. And we'll move right on to your next round. So finish strong, keep that plank. Got 5 seconds. And recovery. And as I get the next block up, if you guys wanted to hit a couple more tricep extensions, you can keep going with the tricep extensions kind of as you take your recovery, just to get a little bit more out of it if you guys want to try that. Otherwise, just get ready to take a look at the screen for your next block. So we got low rows, Superman, and push-up to reach. So that's where we're going to add those more push-ups in. So the low row, you're going to grab some weights, and that same position that you had in the warm-up where you kind of bend over, have your back flat, you're going to assume that position, slight bend in the knees, and you're going to row up and back down. So letting the weights back down slowly. You don't want to be kind of rushing through it. You want to pull up, squeeze the back, and then let the weights down slow. So again, there's 30 seconds there, and then you're going to drop your weights down and drop down for Superman. So Superman, you're lying flat on the floor, and then you're going to raise your arms and your legs up off the ground. So both at the same time, your arms and legs coming up, just like that, extending. And then your last one is a push-up to reach. So while you're down on the ground there, you can just stay there. And then we're going to go push-up and overhead reach. So the way it works, you're going to drop down in the push-up, lie down on the floor, reach overhead, and then push up again. And then reach overhead, and then push up again. So does anyone have any questions for this next round? You could ask that now. And I'll give everyone a chance to grab some weights here. Remember, this is a good one where you can just stuff a bunch of stuff in your backpack as well, and like textbooks or anything, water bottles in the backpack, and then just hit your low row. And this will probably be the heaviest exercise. We have some bicep curl later on as well. So 30 seconds each exercise, 30 seconds rest. So everyone get ready to get started. Hit that low row. 3, 2, and 1. So remember, doing it 1 second contract, 1, 2 on the way down. 1 second contract, 1, 2 on the way down. Doing the exercises slowly and controlled, that's what's going to get you a lot of strength gains rather than rushing through it. You're getting more explosive power by doing it fast, more strength doing it slow. So get ready to drop it down. Hit that Superman now. And don't worry, again, 30 seconds this time. So reach overhead, legs come up off the ground as well. So Stretching the legs and arms off the ground as high up as you can. Try to squeeze the lower back. And we'll go to push up to reach next. So under 10 seconds, a few more reps. Get ready to go right into that push up. 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. So hit a push up and then reach overhead while you're down on the ground. So I'll demo quick again. Push up down, reach overhead, back up. Push up down, reach overhead, and back up. So that reach overhead, try to keep your arms hovering off the ground the whole time. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and take a quick recovery and then get ready for those weights again with your low row. And here we only got 3 rounds again, just because today we're using a little bit heavier weights with the low rows and getting a little bit more push-ups in there. So grab a quick drink if you need it. You got 10 seconds. There, our next round in 2. And watch hit those low rows. Remember, slow reps. 1 second up, 1, 2, on the way down. Even if a couple of you guys are doing it, but you squeeze the shoulder blades, hold it there for a second, drop down slow. Squeeze up, drop down slow. A few more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Down, hit that Superman. So with this one, you're doing reps as well. So you pull up, drop down. Pull up, drop down. If you want a bit more challenge, you can try to hold it a little bit longer as well. So try to hold it as long as you can before you drop. 10 seconds, and we'll go push up to reach. And to reach, so hit that last one. Remember, this one you can do the reach overhead quick, but as long as your hands never touch the ground while you're reaching, so hovering the whole time. Nice job, guys, adding a little bit more challenge to that push-up, or a little different push-up, I mean. 3, 2, and last round coming up. You just got a quick 30 seconds here again, so grab a drink. And I think your next block is going to be Tabata, so that's where you go like the back-to-back rounds of the exercises. So we'll do one exercise at a time next block. So everyone, just under 10 seconds. Last round of low rows. 3, 2, and so low row. Grab those weights, just keep rowing, take it slow. Past halfway. Remember to bring that chest close to the ground, so bend over a little bit more if you notice you're standing up straight. 3, 2, and drop down, hit the Superman. Last round. Get ready to go push up to reach. You got 5 seconds with that Superman. 3, 2, 1. Push. Right from that Superman, push up, come back down, reach overhead. And try to keep the core tight while you're doing the push up as well. So last 10 seconds. 3, 2, and so that was block 2, and again, it was a little bit of a shorter block. This next one is a little bit longer, closer to just over eight minutes. So we're gonna get the heart rate going a little bit more again with this next round. So we got mountain climbers, and then it's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, and then I think, hold on, let's double check. 1, 2. Yeah, so yeah, it's five rounds of the mountain climber, and then we'll go on to your next exercise. So the mountain climber, I'll look at, and most of you guys might know what the mountain climber is, but basically you're in a high plank position, so your hands are stabilizing you, and then you're just tucking the knees in, so you're getting a little bit more speed here with your knees, and keeping the plank the whole time. So don't let your butt either go up to the ceiling, or you don't want your hips to drop either. So try to keep that strong plank the whole time. Again, after this, I'll demonstrate the next exercise before we go into it, so we'll try to get right into this round as well. And actually, we're making pretty good time here as well, so maybe I might be able to add like a core challenge for anyone that wants to add a core challenge at the end. So mountain climbers, we're gonna get ready to get started. 3, 2, and hit that first round. So hands in that plank position, quick legs. Remember, it's all about keeping that speed halfway already, 10 seconds. In 3, 2, and so 10 seconds rest. So just a quick chance to catch your breath, and I'll try to join in with you guys as well for the mountain climbers at least. So next round, so get lots of speed. Keep the legs moving, and always keep that plank. Under 10 seconds, got 5, 3, 2, and recovery. So you should start to feel that heart rate coming up. Working the shoulders still because you're holding the plank. Get right back to it. 20 seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, and recovery. 10 seconds. Just a chance to grab or catch your breath again. 3, 2, and 1. Round. All right, keep it going. Halfway, 10 to go. Almost there, guys. 3, 2, and recover. So one more mountain climber. And I'll try to keep an eye on this round, especially to make sure everyone finishes off strong. Last 20. So sprint it out. Just keep tucking those knees in. Halfway already, almost there. In 3, 2, and so everyone, nice work finishing off the mountain climber. So next one is a plank knee tap, and I'll have an option that you guys can do instead. So here, actually, let me just pause the timer quick at 20. So your plank knee tap, you're back in the plank position. So we're really working that plank position today because we're going to work some shoulder stability and core stability. So you're going to go plank, and then you're going to tap your knee and tap your knee. So we're going slower than you did in the mountain climber, and you're going to tap your opposite knee on each side. If you want to, you can flip around and do it on the other side, but you would just do a bicycle. That's if you're hitting lots of planks today. If your wrists, shoulders are getting sore, you could flip around and do bicycle. Otherwise, try to keep up the plank knee tap. Remember, opposite hand comes off the ground, meets your opposite knee. So your foot comes off the ground as well. So we're going from speed to control here. So 3, 2, and 1. Back to plank. Knee tap, opposite knee, opposite hand. Keep tapping. And again, 5 rounds here. So take it slow. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Remember, you don't have to rush through these taps. You're keeping the plank. So next round, 20 seconds. Try to get right back into it. Already past halfway through this round 2. And 10 seconds. Just kind of shake out the arms a bit. Roll the wrists a bit. In 3, 2, and keep it going. If your wrists start to get sore, you could always go down to an elbow plank and then bring your knee out to the side as well. So I'll do a quick demo of that one. In 3, 2, and 1. 10 seconds. So last 2 rounds, if you wanted to, here I'll just show you. If your wrists are getting sore, you can come down to an elbow plank and then go out to the side with your knee side each time. If you want to try that, otherwise keep going with the tap. Or those bicycles, those are good options as well, as long as you keep moving. 2. And then plank knee tap. Last one coming up, so 5th round, finish it off strong. So hit that plank knee tap one last time. Almost there, 5 seconds, couple more taps. And recovery. So this last one, just a simple exercise, and we're gonna give your planks a little bit of a rest. And we're just gonna go into a hammer curl, so you can grab your weights again. And it's just like a bicep curl, but the only difference is that you want the weights in this position. So not like a bicep curl where your palms are facing up. You want your palms facing each other, and you're gonna go hammer curl and hammer curl. So again, 5 rounds, 20 seconds each. Let me just pause the timer. Give everyone a chance to grab the weights. And if you do grab, like let's say if you grab a backpack, you just grab it by the straps, keep your hands facing each other, and then just do the same thing just like that. So just bicep curl, except your palms facing.
I got a question about the tricep curls or hammer curls.
Yeah, sure.
Like how high should you bring them over your shoulders or just like halfway up?
You should bring them, so here, I'll try to show you from a side view. So my elbow is right here, and I want you to keep your elbow there and just go up until you can't bend it anymore. But you don't want to be raising your elbow up like that. You want to keep your elbow there. So it's just working the bicep and the muscles of your forearm rather than shoulder. So just your shoulder height back down and keeping the elbow stable.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Are we alternating the curls or 2 at a time?
If you can go 2 at a time, it'll be more efficient. Like you'll get more reps out.
Okay.
If you want to try alternating, it's a little bit different, but I usually recommend 2 at a time just to be more efficient. Okay, so 7 seconds here, and it will hit your first round. And the way that you have your grip, so that hammer grip, hit that first one, 20 seconds. The hammer grip works your forearms a little bit more. Nice job using the band as well. And 5 seconds. 2. And 1. So 10 seconds rest again. If you want to drop the weights, you can, but just be ready to get right back into it. In 3, 2, and 1. Keep going with that hammer curl. Nice job doing again. Slow reps. 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Recover. And here's a tip as well. So let's say that we get to the next round and you feel like, oh, I can't push out any more hammer curls. Just flip the palms facing up and do regular bicep. So next round, 20 seconds, round 3. Because I know it's lots of reps. You got lots of rounds here. But I want to try to work your grip strength just as much as you're working your biceps and your forearms and stuff. In 2. And 1. Down. Just 2 more rounds, last minute of this block. So right back to it, 20 seconds. Remember, if you need to, you can flip them, go to a bicep curl where your palms are facing you. Otherwise, keep going with that hammer. Under 10. And last rep, hit that. Nice work. We just got 1 more. So it's getting out whatever you've got left in those biceps, in the forearms. Last round. Just push hard right to the end. I know that weight's going to feel a lot heavier, but you're just getting whatever you've got left, bringing your muscles to failure. In 3, 2. Down. You can shake out the arms a bit, and we'll get ready for your next block. So everyone grab a drink here as well, because I know we've been moving actually pretty fast through this workout. So if you haven't had a chance to grab a drink, you can do that now. I'll give you a little bit of time to do that, and then I think there's 3 exercises in this one as well. Oh yeah. So one that we've done before, and I'll just bring this down to the ground so you guys can see a bit better, is going to be your plank up and down. So you're going to start with your on your palms, going to drop down to your elbows, and then come back up, and then drop down to your elbows and come back up. So 30 seconds on that one, and then a plank kick through. So the way this one works is that you have a plank position, and then you take your leg, kick it through. And see how my hand comes up as well? So my right leg kicks through, my left hand comes off the ground. So you're just alternating sides here, just going back and forth. And see the pace I'm going? I'm going pretty slow as well. I'm not going super fast. And if anyone's feeling sore from the planks, let me know and I'll give you something else to do as well. Your last one you've had before as well. It's going to be a power sit-up. So you're going to come lie back, and then as much power as you can, as much speed, you can sit up, slowly down. And then again, next one, as much power, sit up, slowly back down. So those are your 3 exercises. You got plank up and down to start. And you got 30 seconds. So if anyone needs any options, or if you're hitting the planks, and I know that you guys have done a lot of planks today, if you wanted to try to do that saw grinder as well, you could do the saw grinder from last week. So we'll get ready to get started. So plank up and down. So starting on your hands, then drop down to elbows, and then back up. 3, 2, and 1. Hit that first round. And you got lots of time here, 30 seconds. So if you need to, at the end, just hold the plank down on your elbows. Because I know we've done lots of push-ups today as well. Getting that strength work. 10 seconds. We're going to go plank kick through in 3, 2, and then so everyone up on a high plank, hands on the ground, and then kick through, come back down. Kick through, come back down. If you need to, you can keep both hands planted as well. If it's a little bit hard to balance, you can just keep both hands. So this is it's a little bit hard to do when you're on the ground, but it's a little bit of kind of calisthenic work where you're taking your body through space, controlling that movement. And now we're going to add some power. Power sit, flip around, drop back, power it up. And remember, it's in the name there for a reason, because I want you guys to get as much speed on that sit-up as you can. Just getting a little bit more explosive here. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and so a couple more rounds here. So that's your pattern. You got your plank up, down, kick through, and power sit up. And again, if you ever have any questions, you can unmute and ask as well. So 10 more seconds here. I know you guys have had lots of planks today, so great job making it this far. We're almost done with your planks. 3, 2, and 1. Next one, 30 seconds. Plank up, down. And try to alternate your arms as well. So if you drop down on the right side, next time, drop down on the left. Just so you mix it up a little bit, you might feel a little bit more equal that way. In 3, 2, and 1. Hold that high plank. If you need to, take a quick second, then get right to it. Plank kick through. Remember, opposite arm, raise, and then kick through. Or you can keep both hands planted as well in that plank. Both options work. Both options are taking your body through space, kind of like through like a movement that you have to control. 3, 2, and flip around. Remember, you can use your arms here as well, and I see a couple of you guys using weights. That's a good option as well, just to give yourself that little bit of extra. So just past halfway. In 3, 2, 1. So last 2 minutes here, just one more round, and we'll go into your next, your final one here is a little bit longer again, but we're going to be using some weights in the last one as well. So we're giving your planks a rest and your core a little bit of a rest as well. So last round, 5 seconds. And right back to it. Plank down one more time. So drop down to the elbow, right back up. If you hit your wall, just hold on to the plank until the end. You're halfway, 15 seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Plank. Nice job, guys, going right into it. Trying to reduce that break time in between. That's what's going to get your muscle failure, get the shoulder stability going. It's in that fourth quarter. You're just pushing to that finish line. Last 5. So power sit up, almost like you're sprinting it out. 2, and 1. Flip around. Get as many quick, powerful reps. And finish it off strong. Past halfway, keep it going, you're almost there. I like how some of you power it up really fast, then you drop down slowly. That's just what you want. And second last round, we just got one more. And it's actually, yeah, we made pretty good time. We're moving really fast through these, and you guys are doing a great job doing it with a little bit less break time. I cut the break times down a little bit just to make it a bit more challenging on the keeping your heart rates up. So we'll go into your next round, and I'll just double check with for the exercises. So chest fly, we're gonna do, and it's working your Tabata again. I think there's 5 rounds as well. There's 4 rounds. So there's 4 rounds. I think there might be 4 exercises. I have to just double check that with my notes. But chest fly first. So we're going to do 4 times. And it's going to be your 20 seconds and then 10 seconds rest. So what you're doing, you have 2 weights. And if you have a gym set up at home, if you have a bench, you can grab that. You can grab your weights. And you're going to lie back. So if you don't have a bench, you can just lie on the floor as well. Grab 2 weights. And then what you do is you open up the chest and then come back up. So it's almost like you're bringing your hands as close to the ground without touching and then come back up. And if you're on a bench, you can just go until they're parallel with each other and then come back up. So depending on what kind of weights you have as well, you can go a little bit more range of motion, a little bit less. Just try not to let those weights touch at the bottom.
I don't have any weights. Is there like anything else I can do?
Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think of something that isn't the same as the other exercises. Actually, here's a good one. It's not necessarily working the same because I know you did a lot of push-ups already as well. Actually, you know what? You want to do wide grip push-ups?
Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
can also add a resistance band like on my back, so it gets more like resistant.
Yeah, try that and just go a little bit wider stance because that's going to work the same muscles that you would want to work in a chest fly. Just try to go as wide as you can there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. So everyone get ready to get started. We'll go chest fly. And again, just like if anyone else doesn't have weights, you can go wide grip push-up. Or if you want to try holding a plank too, just as long as you're, just keep working right until the end. So first round, we'll go in 3, 2, and 1. Man, 5 seconds. Just keeping an eye on everyone's form. Everyone's doing good there. Just take it slow and recovery. So if you're lying back, you can do a quick sit up. We'll get right back into it. So we're trying to get those muscles right to failure at the end. So right back to it. So if you're on the chest fly on the floor as well, when we hit that rest in 10 seconds, you could always just lie back there. 3, 2, and hit that rest. So there's 2 more here. And next one, 20 seconds. I know you guys have had lots of push-ups, so this is just kind of taking those muscles in the chest, shoulders, extending them out all the way, stretching them out, and then bringing it back. So really challenging that strength. And rest. 1 more to go. So last one, 2, and 1. So chest fly 1 more time. Then we got a little bit longer rest. Hit those wide grip pull or push-ups. Drop down to a plank if you need. We're almost there. And recovery. So everyone, nice work. I know you've got lots of those push-ups out today, or work with your chest. So finish those last reps. And we'll go to a reverse fly. So we'll just pause the timer again at 20. So basically the movement you were just doing, you can do the opposite. And here, I'll pause the timer there, sorry. You don't have to go super heavy weights here. And it's similar to the ones we did in the warm-up and similar to the low row. So you would bend over, hinge at your hips, and then you would just open up just like that. And see it, I don't know if you actually can see it, but I have a slight bend in my elbows. That's fine, just as long as I'm still pinching my shoulder blades back. And Tomas, if you want to use your your resistance band. You could also do it with a resistance band. You just step on it and then grab the both and then pull them out to the side like that. If anyone else has those resistance bands as well. And if anyone has any questions for this one, just let me know. And actually, okay, sorry, if you don't have weights, another thing you can do is that Y raise from before. So you'd hip hinge and you would go into a Y raise. So you're still focusing on the same muscle groups. So reverse fly, Y raise. You could also just do straight out to the side as well. Oh, and yeah, Tristan, no worries if you have to go. Great work today. Oops. So we'll start there in just 15 seconds. Remember, I want you to try to get your back as parallel to the ground as you can. So bend over, slight bend in the knees, and go. So really pinch those shoulder blades back. Remember, if you guys bend the elbows slightly, that's fine as well. Nice job grabbing some water bottles. That's a good option as well. Just working those small muscle groups and take it down. Remember, just a quick break. So stand upright again. Get right back to it. 20 seconds. Very nice work. And just keeping an eye on a couple of your forms, and looks pretty good. But again, just you want to try to bend over as much as you can. You're not working the muscle of your trap. You want to try to work those ones between your shoulder blades. It's almost like you're pinching the spine at the back. Five seconds. Recovery. So it's finished off strong. Just one more here. Last 20. That now. Nice job, guys. Moving a little bit closer to the ground there. Under 10. And 3. So nice work. You can keep those weights around because with those lighter weights, we're going to go into some shoulder press. So just like it sounds, you're just pressing up with your shoulders. And you guys can go from a standing position. I'm just staying on my knees just because you guys can see it a little bit better. But your palms are facing away from you. You press all the way up and then back down. So see how they come all the way back down to my shoulders? You want to try to get that same range. So fully straighten, all the way back down. And the option here, if you don't have weights, you can go into a front raise. So the one that we were doing during the warm-up where you bring your arms, except you're just bringing them straight in front instead of the Y. You want to go straight in front and then back down. So same position as before. And if you have bands as well, you can step on the band. Just make sure that the band is secure underneath your feet so it doesn't fly up. And yeah. So we'll get started right away. I'll do a quick countdown. And remember, don't have to go super heavy because you got 20 seconds basically back to back to back. And we'll go in 3, 2, and that shoulder press. Remember, with this strength work at the end too, if you hit a wall where you can't push up that rep anymore, even if there's still time left, just take it down and then get ready for your next round. In 2, and so right back to it. We're almost there, guys. It's under 4 minutes total. Just 2 more exercises. I know you guys had lots of planks, push-ups, shoulder work today, so you're getting that burn. 3, 2, and 1 seconds. And right back to it. 30. Just keep it going with those shoulders. And everyone's still getting a good range, just all the way right beside the ears. And then right back up. Just one more rep, 2. And drop them down. One more round, or sorry, one more set. And shake out the arms a bit here. Last one, 20 seconds. Finish strong. In 3, 2, and everyone, nice work. Just got one more, just to kind of nail it into the coffin for your shoulders here for your lateral raise. So if you have bands, you can do it with a band as well for this one. And let me just pause the timer. So you would, and again, this one you can do from a standing position. I'll just do it from kneeling so you can see. You're holding the weight to the side, raise straight, and then back. So right until you make a T, and then back down. You don't have to go any higher than your shoulder height for this one. And obviously, if you need to, you can bend a little bit in the elbows. Makes it a little bit harder. And this is a good one where if you just grab water bottles even, and just take it really slowly. So 1 second up, 1, 2 on the way down. So you can use a resistance band to do this one. You can use water bottles. You can use just small things, not super heavy, maybe like soap or detergent or something that isn't a huge bottle. So last 2 minutes, just 4 sets of lateral raise. So start the timer again. We got 15, or sorry, got a little bit longer. Here, I'll cut out a little bit of the recovery because everyone is ready to go. So we'll go in 3, 2, and 1. So hit the lateral raise, 20 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. So I know it's a lot of work on your shoulders as well. So if you hit a wall and you're doing lateral raise and you can't get that last rep, you can go to a bicep curl as well, just to keep moving. So almost there, guys. Got 10 seconds with this one. Just to shoulder height back down. That's as far as you need to go. 3, 2, 1. So all you've got left, 2 more. If you want to hit biceps, you can do that as well. Lateral raise. Try to get as many reps lateral raise out as you can before you hit that option. 10 seconds. 2, 1. Recovery, just 1 more to go and then we're done for the day. We'll do a quick stretch. So whatever you've got left in the shoulders and the biceps, if you want to do that, finish off strong. Last 20. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and nice weight. Drop those weights down. You can shake out the arms a bit, swing them back a little bit, and we'll get into a quick stretch. But make sure you grab a drink before we start the little stretch here. And if you have to go, if you can't stay for the stretch, just make sure you stretch maybe throughout the evening, doing some shoulder stretches as well, or maybe in the morning, just so you don't get super tight. So I'm just starting out. Let's go across Or actually, let's do a tricep stretch first. So you go overhead, grab onto the one elbow, and then pulling it back. So you're stretching all the way down the tricep here, so the back of on the opposite side of your bicep. And then switching arms.
Coach,
Check.
I'm gonna log off. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. See you next time. Yeah, if anyone needs to go, that's all good. Just make sure, if you're ever feeling a little bit tight, just whenever you're at home too, you can just hit a stretch. So next one, we'll just go across the body for your shoulder stretch. So I'm just pulling across right at the elbow. There's a few deep breaths, and we'll go over to the other side. And then switching. So I can keep that shoulder low and then pull across. And then coming back, and we'll just go into stretch for your forearms. And if you can come onto the ground, you can come onto the ground. Otherwise, maybe just on the edge of a table or something. But what I want you to do is just stay here and then flip your hands around. So your fingertips are facing you. And then you would just lean back. So you're stretching out your forearms here. And go into this this stretch a little bit slower, just because you don't want to strain your forearms or anything. Or overstretch, sorry. And just kind of pressing back, because I know you got a lot of grip strength today, a lot of work down in the plank, so just trying to release any tension that would gain up or kind of accumulate in the wrists. That's loud, Caitlin. And then coming back, and actually I'll do probably one more stretch here, but if you have any questions, you can ask questions here during the stretch as well. And the last one, you can just take your hands, clasp them together at the back. So grab your hands at the back, and then just open up your shoulders. And if you can, it's a little bit hard to see, but if you can raise your arms up a little bit at the back, you can do that as well. Kind of hold it there. And then coming back down, and one stretch I'll give you guys for kind of homework, I guess, if you want to do it later in the evening, is just grabbing onto the wall, or let's see here, I'll just move so you guys can see me. So what I'm going to do, you guys can try it now, but just so you can get a lot more out of it, you want to hold your palm against the wall, and then what you do is you turn away from it. This is really going to help like open up your shoulders, and you can do it from different angles as well. So if I want to put my hand a little higher and turn, you can do it like that. Gets your shoulder a little bit more. If you put it a bit lower, in turn. So you're kind of turning away as far as you can, just to stretch out the chest and the shoulders there. So try it at different angles as well, maybe throughout the evening. Go high, turn, and then middle, turn away, and then low, turn away. I'll stop my screen share as well. But if you guys have any questions about any of the exercises, or about the fitness assessment, or any of the workouts we're doing, or anything in general, I guess, just like last night, if you want to ask some questions, you can stay on and ask. But otherwise, you guys are free to go. You did nice work tonight.